I know, right? When was the last time you saw a video about this? 1-2 Switch was always looked down upon by Nintendo fans as kind of a joke. Personally, I don't think it's a terrible game, but it does have some flaws. Let's talk about it. 1-2 Switch is a party game. Use the Joy-Con's tech to complete minigames. Think Super Mario Party. But the difference between 1-2 Switch is that you don't need to look at the TV to play the game. You need to listen to sound cues, but that's about it. I think this is a very interesting game in that regard. Focusing on the player's interactions, you have to use them instead of looking at the screen makes it more fun in my opinion. Well, let's talk about some of the minigames, the main meat of the game. And most of them are pretty fun. Quick Draw is one that was first shown off, and it's pretty fun. You have to react fast enough to raise your Joy-Con to shoot them before the other player does. To mix it up a bit, Fake Draw has more words other than fire, and you need to wait for fire before you can shoot. Table Tennis is another fun one for me. I enjoy it because it's purely based off sound cues, and looking at the screen does nothing for you. Beach Flag is a silly one. You try to run in place as fast as you can, and when your controller vibrates, you pick up your Joy-Con and grab the flag. This one can make you sweat if you do it over and over. The last one I'll talk about is Plate Spin. You can spin your Joy-Con like there's a plate on top of it and longer than the other player. But in real life, you can interrupt them by trying to mess around with them, trying to make them slip up. It can be really funny, but those are some of the highlights in my opinion, but there are some pretty lame ones like Baby and Zen.
The problem is, after one or two times, you've really seen all the game has to offer. It is fun to play through different people to see what scenarios they can go through, but for the regular non-casual gamer, there's nothing much. If you have a lot of parties or friends over, this is a fun way to see what wacky things can happen, but unless you have a big group of people, you probably won't be playing for more than an hour. I think the major issue with this game is the price. It is $50. If you have that much money to buy a game, there are many more I can recommend over this. I get why it's priced so high. It was because they had to pay the actors to do their dumb little skits as the tutorial, but even $30 could have been reasonable. They tried to do what Wii Sports did, a family party game that shows the Joy-Con's capability and is an easy pick-up-and-play game anyone can get behind. The thing is, Wii Sports was packed in with the Wii for free. I think 1-2 Switch would have been a perfect pack-in. Obviously, they'd want to make money, so if there's a Switch bundle for like $310 or $320 that came with the game, that would make it more appealing. With the amount of content for $50, it isn't worth it at that price. There are a lot more games, but they're all done really quick, which is my main issue. Having it always be multiplayer and no option to play alone is also limiting. You have to play it with someone else, and you can't play any of the minigames by yourself. Overall, I think 1-2 Switch is a fun party game, but not much else. It can be played with family or people who aren't gamers, and you can have a fun time. It's just that people who are gamers would rather have something else to play. It's only 2 players. There's a mode called Team Battle which allows 2 to 20 players. Someone call me when they get a room of 20 people to play a game of 1-2 Switch. In conclusion, 1-2 Switch is fun for the family and parties, but for that price, it's hard to recommend. I think you can still have fun with it, but at that price you can get so many more games that can last you hundreds of hours.
Okay, so I'm going to be playing Minigame and 1-2 Switch to extend the video length because YouTube algorithm. I'm going to be playing Beach Flag because all the single player minigames are pretty lame, so I'm going to make a fool out of myself. Obviously looking at the screen does nothing, so I think this is the funny part about it, so. Why did I do this? A new record, 4.91 seconds. That's my fastest. I really hope the 1-2 Switch speedrun community doesn't come after me, but there you go. There's a video of me playing 1-2 Switch. Do with it as you will.
I hope you enjoyed that little skit there. I'm sorry about last week where I couldn't upload a video. I hope you understand. Now that schoolwork is dying down, hopefully I'll continue my upload schedule. Thanks all for watching. Twitter and Discord in the description. See you next week.